Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is, or welcome if you're new. For those of you who are new, my name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him. I am a commercial food photographer and stylist and soon to be published cookbook author. And today what we are doing is I'm just doing a quick update, Q1 review of my planner system and to let you know what has left and what has come and what I'm still using. So this is my, if we go back, I'll link it probably right somewhere up here, the video where I finalized my planner system for 2022. What I have here is, let's start with this. This is the Traveler's Notebook. It's a passport size, and this is my health journal. In my health journal, I have the weekly free insert, and then I have a blank insert, just the two inserts in here. The blank insert is to, I'm not opening it up because there's personal medical information in here. The blank insert is basically me journaling about specific health issues, how I'm feeling, changes that I'm noticing based on medications and other changes that my doctor is doing to my treatments. And then again, this is just, I write down, I have to have regular blood work, and I write down the results in here just so I can easily look at a glance to see if my certain values that are typically abnormal, we're trying to fix some of them, which direction that is going in. So again, I can make necessary changes to medications and diet and a few other things. This is still a keeper. I don't use it as frequently as I thought I would. That might change. But I am using it still. It's still very valuable, and this is a really good size to have something dedicated specifically to my health and just like medical stuff that I need to keep track of. And then we have the Jabun Techo diary and the days, and I'm still using it very, very frequently, very much daily. This is my everyday carry, and I am loving it. I was really nervous when I was switching from my Traveler's Notebook system, that like I had two separate systems, one for business, one for personal, and I've kind of amalgamated both those systems into this. And I was worried because it was I was using Traveler's Notebooks with various inserts and creating my own system for 5 years straight. I mean, I was really dedicated to that system, and so I was worried that switching would be a problem and I would abandon it. But this is still going strong, and I'm still doing the weekly life plan with me's, and this is my ride or die at the moment, and I am loving it. If you want specifics about how I use it, how I plan my time, how I also journal in it, then join me for a live plan with me on Saturdays, or watch them on replay, or watch my monthly flip throughs where I kind of quickly go over how I use this. So this is a keeper still. And then my Hobonichi cousin. This is, I don't use it really as a like daily planner or journal. This is a project planner, and I kind of use it like a mix of Trello and Microsoft Planner and a few other things, where my cookbook editing schedule development is in here. I have my social media. I have like a 1 to 5 year social media plan for a food days project, and I have a video for that, setting up food days. Probably I'll link that up here as well. So yeah, this is a project planner. These are like the buckets, and then I have like longer lists and stuff back here, and this is still being utilized. This will probably last me a few years, which is a bit of a bittersweetness, just because I love watching people's Hobonichi videos. And I wish I really, like, I enjoy watching other people's style in it and seeing what they're doing. And I really wish that this system would work for me. And I could get rid of the 2-book system currently having to do with the Jabun Techo and move over to the Hobonichi. The reason why I still can't make the change is if we look at the weeks in the Hobonichi versus the weeks in the Jabun Techo, there's a lot of things that I make use of in the Jabun Techo that does not have space for in the Hobonichi. I've even tried testing, like playing with testing to see if I could make it work for how I use my Jabun Techo, how I keep track of priorities and all of that other stuff, and there's just not enough room in the weekly section of the Hobonichi for how I use the Jabun. And another thing that's missing between the two is there's all of these pages at the beginning that I use, like for social media ideas lists. I don't use them as intended, but posts, supplies that I have to buy for my business, recipes, shoots, tracking social media, things. So yeah, the Gantt charts as well. That's another thing, because I have a bunch. I use that as a project planner. So if the Hobonichi incorporated more of those extra pages, then and had more space to do how I use my weeklies, it would be an option. I like that. That is like the size of it is a little bit more conducive, but it's still working as a project planner, and it will never be my primary everyday carry, just because it does not work for how I have to plan and how much stuff I need to actually put in the weekly section to work for me. So yeah, these are still keepers. Nothing has changed there. Let's put all this aside here. Next, we have my Animal Crossing journal. I know it's weird. I talked about this in another video, but it's basically, I am determined that this year I'm going to finally capture all of the critters. And I'm doing some hybrids. So it's basically, I just track. I've printed off like the critters that come and go every month, and as I catch them, I add stickers to mark it off. I also have like information about the different seasonal challenges that happen. And I have because I have a bunch of gardens on my Animal Crossing that I'm working towards making the blue roses. And so it's just like, it keeps track of where I have my millions of French gardens throughout my Animal Crossing. But yeah, so this is a keeper. This is just a cheap, like, pleather, as some people like to greenwash it and call it vegan leather, but it's not. It's pleather. It's plastic. There's nothing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of greenwashing. But yeah, so this is whatever. I got it really cheap on Amazon. It's nothing to write home about. I got it because of the color and the decor on it. Remind me of Animal Crossing, and that's the only reason why I got it. And the size is perfect, and I just print off stickers and add things to it. And it's just, I can customize it the way I want. So this, still using this. This is a keeper. This is my first thing that has disappeared. And I like the idea of it. I like the cover. This is a Wanderings Deckle Edge journal. And I really like the look of it. And I like the feel of it. And the paper is really interesting. And it's made from recycled materials. The problem is, and I used it for every single day in December for the daily journaling challenge. And as soon as this challenge was over, I completely fell out of it. And the reason is that it doesn't lay flat. Like it takes a fair amount of effort to be able to journal in this. I have to tape down everything in here. Like stickers do not stick in here. Washi does not stick in here. So it's just a lot of effort. All pens like bleed through the paper. So I have like, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I have a good chunk of this not used, and I may use it at some point for sketches and note taking. Like I have some like notes here from some art videos that I was watching. And I don't know, it's beautiful to look at. It's not practical to use. And so my journal, this is no longer my journal, like memory keeping journal or art journal. This is gone, and I don't know if I'm going to use it again or for what. But yeah, this is not practical, so this is gone. The other thing that is gone was, I was given this, it's like a Moleskine, but I don't know if it's the ones that you can get branded. And this was given to me as a gift. And I like the paper, it writes well. And I was planning to use this as a 5-year journal, and except for I was going to set it up and because I like the idea of a 5-year journal. And the reason why I did it with my own journal instead of buying one is because I didn't want to put the money into something that I wasn't going to use. And I fell out of it pretty quickly. Like there's all these pages that I have nothing. And then I tried to use it again in February. And then I fell out of it again, and at first I thought it was because I have to set it up, and this is a reason why bullet journals do not work for me, is because I don't have the time or the patience to manually set up pages. It's just a note. And I thought that is why I fell out of it, is because I have to manually set up pages. Turns out I'm just not an everyday journaler. I mean, in my daily pages in my Jaboon, there's some pages where I have brief little journal notes, and then I do every single Sunday I journal about my week on the Sunday, and that is pretty sufficient. My daily to-do lists and my schedule, my appointments, mixed with putting down thoughts about how I'm feeling about things or events. This is enough for me. I don't need to do it daily. And yeah, so it wasn't so much having to set it up. I mean, that was one of the deterrents, spending time to actually have to put dates and stuff in it was one of the reasons. But it's also, I really don't, daily journaling isn't for me. I love the idea. I love the idea of being able to look back and see what was happening the same day last year and kind of be like, whoa, that's really cool. I love the idea of it, but the function of it does not work for my brain and does not work for my processes. So I don't think I'm even going to buy a 5-year journal unless I find one really, really cheap on Etsy or something that somebody fell out of and they've ripped out pages, and to try it again. But yeah, so this is gone. This is a no. And in its place, this is a new edition, and this is the A6 stylogen, and I created a cover for it, and I have a video for that if you want to watch that video for the creation of the A6 stylogen. And it's basically a memory keeper. I haven't utilized it all that much since I started it, because again, it's one of those, I mean, I have one entry, I have other entries that I plan on making, and the reason why I got the A6 is because there's not pressure to fill a whole page. I can like do half a page for a day, I could do a 2-page spread for one day, and it's the size, the fact that it lays mostly flat. I mean, creating this cover kind of ruined the lay flatness of it, but it's just the size works for me. I also set it up backwards and upside down, and that's in the setup video as well. But this is a new edition. I might move to the B6 size once I'm finished with this. This is also a full year instead of a half year, and when we look at, let's see if I can get, I'm going to take this out and see if I can get my camera to focus. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Come on. But how... Okay, so this is a half year, and when I first purchased it, it was, I don't know, like this thick. And this is how chonky this has gotten, and I still have one more month in here. So, and I'm not doing, I'm doing some deco, but it's not like every day, a lot of stuff. There's some added pages in here because of how I extend my pages, which if you watch my videos, you know about that already. But yeah, because of how big this has gotten in half a year, then I know that this is, I might get halfway through before it's doing that thing that you see with some, where it's like folded back on itself, because the spine on this is like doing that same thing. So, yeah, it's gotten pretty, it's pretty thick, and I like that. I like this. I like that my daily record is like full and overflowing. So yeah, the stylogy, I don't know if this is going to stay, if it's going, another reason why I went with the A6 size was because, price, it was $20 or something like that. I like the paper, but it's $20, and if I fall out of it, oh, there's my Animal Crossing stickers that I lost. If I fall out of it, then it's not a big deal, because it's only $20 and I will use it for something eventually. So this is a test. When I do my quarter 2 review, then we'll see if I'm still using this. If I found time. The biggest deterrent from updating this journal with memory keeping is finding the time to do it, because my life is pretty busy, and then because of my disabilities that lead to chronic fatigue and issues around stamina, by the time my work day's over, I don't even have the energy in me to journal, even though I enjoy it. So it's right now, the thing that's keeping me out of here is time and nothing more. So yeah, so let's just do a quick review of this is how it started and this is how it is going. It's 2 gone and 1 to replace it. So it's not too much of a change, but it is still a change. It's nice to see that these don't work. I might use them for scrap notes. I might use them for like art. Once I start doing watercoloring or whatever, start doing swatches in here or something. I don't know. I'm just not using it right now. So, yeah, that's my quarter 1 review and changes. If you have any comments, questions, let me know in the comments section. What has changed in your system? What have you dropped? What have you picked up? I'm curious to know, so let me know as well in the comments about that. So that's this video. Join me every single Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. British Daylight Time or GMT. When we go back to standard time for a live plan with me on Saturdays, we sit down and we journal, or we plan our weeks, or we talk, whatever you want to do. We just sit and gab for an hour and a half as we do whatever we're doing to prepare for our next week. And I hope to see you then. Like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that stuff that we're supposed to say. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.